Hello, hello. Sorry, guys. Sorry for being late. I'm trying to get MUTV to work, and I can't get anything to work. So I'm trying to get it to work. I don't know if anybody else is having these same issues, but we had this last time. When I open MUTV to stream this game, it's literally just the Devil's logo on a black screen, and no video even tries to load. It's down. And then I even on my phone, it just it doesn't work. It's just loading endlessly. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, this is getting ridiculous, isn't it? I don't know if anybody else is having these issues, but like, uh, one second. Yeah, I'm gonna get a totally legal alternative link to watch the game because MUTV is just yeah, it just keeps loading. It's just spinning. It's just spinning. Anyway, someone sent me a totally legal alternative view link, and I shall use that to watch the game. But how you guys doing this morning? I hope you're well. If I can get it to go. There we go. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are having a good time. I wanted to speak about. Let me mute this real quick so that it. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. Irritating. Anyway, sorry, guys. I'll get back to it. The Apple TV version works. Yeah, I don't know. So let's look at the lineup really quick. We could talk about a little bit of news before the match kicks off. Yeah, please don't post any links in here. We'll have to delete them. But you'll have to have someone message you or find a totally genuine link because it's just not working if you're in many parts of the country. The kickoff is in 30 minutes. Here's the lineup. So Vitek instead of Heaton in goal. Same otherwise. Maguire, Mount Xerxes, Dorgu, Yoro, Andre Santos, and Bumo Shaw have now Lacey in there instead of Jack Fletcher. So I have to imagine that Shea Lacey is in the 10. So that's kind of cool. That's interesting. Obviously, it looks like Lenny Yoro will be at right back and Dorgu still at left wing. Obviously, because Shaw is there. Maguire and Heaven are on the pitch. So, yeah, I mean, we're not really. It's Vitek and then Lacey in the 10 or in the mid as a midfielder seems to be the play here, unless it's Dorgu as a midfielder and Lacey is up front somewhere, which is actually possible. I'm curious to see how we actually line it up in game. But yeah, we'll also get to see the beautiful new blue kit for the first time as well. But yeah, that's kind of fun. That's kind of exciting. To see Shea Lacey in a different position than before. And I'll see it really quick. Oh, that works. All right, someone sent me an actually genuine ordinary link that works. Nice. Awesome. All right, I'm all sorted out. Let's see. There's actually a genuine way to make your link work, by the way. Sorry. I'm getting very distracted just because I'm trying to make sure I can actually watch this fucking game. Maybe it's Xerxes as a center back since he can't play striker. Yeah, maybe. You think it'll be Lacey right wing and Bumo 9 and Jay-Z at 10. Okay. Yeah. Xerxes at the 10 and Bumo's at the 9, Lacey right wing. Right. True. True. Yeah, very interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously that has potential as well. That definitely does. That's what MUTV say? Okay, well, in regular matches, they genuinely don't have a clue, but in preseason, they might actually know, to be fair. Not JC. You don't like Mbumo at the 9? Me either. I mean, we don't have any strikers. Xerxes certainly not a striker. Mbumo's not a striker. But I do hope that once Cunha returns, we'll be willing to try him at striker. Rashford. I would prefer any of them at striker over Mbumo at striker. I would prefer to have Lacey in the midfield or something like that and keep Xerxes up front. Let's talk really quick about this. Some of this news, Carlos Baleba, all of that. Let me find my tweet from this morning. Oh, really quick, guys. Really quick, my friends. If you are in the Patreon and you are here, head to the website and get your prediction in, because we're trying to, I really want to test this out and get this model up and running, because then we can run Patreon games, we can run public games, competitions through the season. I need to make sure we have enough tests of this league, making sure it works. All of that. So go get your prediction in. You predict the score. You predict an anytime score. It's not betting. It's just literally just a prediction. But do that. This is not reading that. I'm quite disappointed this summer that we've not sold well. I expected more ruthlessness from the club, given we were ruthless last year. I don't think it has anything to do with being ruthless, right? Last year at this time, I don't think anyone from the bomb squad was sold. Am I not right about that? Anthony took till right the end of the window. Rashford took till right before the season kicked off. Garnacho was towards the end of the window. I don't think we moved anyone early. Onana was deadline day, right? Because he had already played a match. So we didn't move anyone early last year, in large part because who wants what we have to sell? One of the sales, one of the problems that we have, like when you compare and you go, oh, well, look at Chelsea, they get lots of sales. Look at these clubs, they get lots of sales, right? The reason is that they sell players I wouldn't sell. They sell players. There's two factors here. Number one, you have to pay huge fees. Number two, our wages have been way too high. Number three, we don't sell players people want to buy. Why would we? I mean, this is one of the complaints that Chelsea fans have about Chelsea, is that they're selling people they don't want the club to sell, like Andre Santos. If we had Andre Santos, even if we had a starting, imagine if we had Chouameni and Mainu, and Andre Santos was our backup. Would you be happy if we sold him? Nope. Because why would you do that? That was one of the reasons Chelsea fans were very unhappy about the sale of Santos. Why do you sell those types of players? I wouldn't have sold out Nicholas Jackson or loaned him when I have DeCrap on the bench. I wouldn't have done that. I would have kept Jackson over Delap 100% of the time. They have so many assets to sell and all of that. They're just trading. They're just swapping players around. They also have Saudi to come in and offer money for players because they have Saudi backing in terms of their ownership group. They also have obviously the other partner clubs and things. We don't sell players people want because we're not a selling club. Yeah, but you can't do that anymore, Nikhil. And it's not like we have a big squad of players. Like, there was other reasons we had the bomb squad previously, but you also can't even do it anymore. You can't even do it anymore.
76ers.
That's a cool, interesting move for LeBron. Let's talk real quick about this Baleba thing, okay? Let me pull my tweet up here on Baleba, because you guys will remember the video where I started off the live. It was like early June or late May. And I said, I have news. We're not pursuing a deal for Baleba. And like the day before that, or 2 days before that, I was like, we're in for Baleba. This is why, okay? The news that obviously came out this morning again about the Baleba thing was that it's his camp getting in touch with United to express his interest in coming to United and try and revive things. That's what was happening at the start of summer as well, mostly coming from his side, pushing the move. I heard things that were like pushing for that kind of move. I checked it out on club side, and the answer was we weren't pursuing him at all. Flatly. Simple as that. That's where things were at the start of summer. His camp and intermediaries were involved, were pushing a move, but from United side, it was put to me that they weren't pursuing him. At the time, the price was expected to be 70 million plus pounds, but this was also before all of these sales. So it's been mostly coming from his side all along, you know, as essentially, and that's where I turned it down at the start of summer once I went and checked that out, because I'd gotten good what seemed like very good direct information, and then I went checked it out and it was like, nope. this is a one-way flirtation at the moment, okay? She's not interested in you anymore, type of thing. And you know, in that the question is why? That's the unknown. Was it because we had the ground-eating midfielder in Ederson locked down for 35 million? Was it because we had that for 35 million? And, you know, that was going to say, well, we don't need to spend 70, 75, 80 on a risky player when we have that ground-eating midfielder already. Is that why? Because with Ederson off, does it change that? Alternatively, is it simply, well, sure, we still need that now, but the price is just way too high. Even still, we're only valuing him around 45, 50, and we don't feel like taking that kind of risk. That could be. Or is it more than that? Is it that Michael Carrick, different to Ruben Amorim, values central progression? Ruben Amorim's tactical approach, as we know, the midfielders were, even though he kind of violated this a lot, and it was part of his downfall, essentially, and not rebuilding the midfield, Ruben Amorim's ideal midfield was to have good, strong ground eaters in the center who shuttled the ball wide, and the progressions came via the center backs up to the 10s, out wide to the wing backs, and up and around. Whereas Michael Carrick's tactical approach is progressions through the middle, so you want more players who are better on ball in the center of the pitch. And that's why Baleba has become less valuable to United since then, because they made an approach in January. I know that to be true from United's side, or ahead of January, but that was when Amorim was still coach. You know, and again, that sacking happened very quickly, so it wasn't like they were looking at potential players that could fit his system and the way that he was playing. Now, this is not a, well, the club don't have an idea how they want to play type of thing. Every coach is going to have variance in the way that they view the midfield within principles. It's, you know, the club's not dogmatic about tactical approaches to say you must have a midfield that does X, you know, exactly that. There's obviously some baselines in terms of athleticism, in terms of technical qualities and things that they're going to want to do with terms of recruitment. But every coach is going to have different ideas. Every coach is going to have different ideas about how to set up their midfield. So it's quite possible that it's all of those factors together that, you know, his passing through the lines forward from the central areas isn't that great. He doesn't provide that central progression. He's young. You could overlook that because of his other qualities, but not at 80 million. If it was 45, 50, they would say, let's get him. We have other players in the squad. We can balance this out. We can see if we can work on these areas, but not at 80. At 80, you need someone who does that. At 80, you need someone who moves the ball through those areas, to fit what Carrick needs as well. They don't necessarily have to be stupendous as a passer if they're a great ground-eating midfielder, but, they've got to be good at it. And when I look at the other names, Sander Berg passes through the lines. Kone passes through the lines. Kamavinga passes through the lines. Buwadi getting there. Scott, better than he's getting credit for. He actually is a very good long pass and switch of play, but is a good carrier as well. But not really a 6 either. He could be kind of whatever. But they haven't bought Scott either. They haven't paid $85 million for him. So Chouameni can pass well from deep as well. So it does appear that even in their bigger and smaller targets, they are valuing players who have athleticism and the ability to progress the ball through central areas via different means. And I think that obviously, makes sense. That obviously has an impact on, the way that it's done. So I think that that's likely a big factor in all of this, in addition to the price. So I think I covered things well yesterday. I will have updates next week on things, but I do think we kind of know where we stand on this. Baleba, I'm not, and again, it's like anything could happen this summer, so it's not like it's completely off the table. But being honest about it, it clearly isn't at the top of our list and hasn't been for some time in terms of what we value in the midfield. So, again, I think United are prepared to be fairly patient on this front and get the right player in. If they're going to make a signing in that position. In the meantime, there's been some other talk, right? There's been some other rumors going on this morning. There's a young striker from Germany. I don't know why he's been named as a midfielder, but he's a striker. There's rumors over Ollie Watkins, low-tier stuff, right? But there's rumors over Ollie Watkins, and there's rumors over this German kid, 21 years old. So, yeah, that would be interesting if we go for a striker, obviously. Maybe that would be tied to the rumors that Xerxes could be on his way out. Maybe. You feel United are holding out for Madrid before pushing for someone. Yeah, I think so as well, to be honest. I truly do believe that they're waiting on some of these other ones. Reasonable why we aren't going for him if Baleba was more tailored to Emram. For sure. Agreed. So those striker targets kind of make sense to me. Me personally, I would prefer if we get an older striker in, because we have Šeško. I'd like to balance that out with someone who's more experienced. All of that. So I would love a Mateta or an Ollie Watkins.
Could thrive.
I don't think he's intending to employ. He if you look at his system at Boro, kind of doesn't really match that. But at the same time, again, look, I think Baleba is maintained as an option out there because we do need more athletes and ground eaters in the team, and this is well known beyond Carrick for anybody else as well, just for building the team in general. But again, the price I think is a huge factor in that, because you're saying it's not a complete player that we do really want to balance out his and develop and all of that. And I also think that again, it's like they want someone really good or someone who can become really good, but they don't want to pay they don't want to pay prices for players who just came off great seasons for players who just came off bad seasons. So that's I think a really important way of thinking about this. They're not just going to do something crazy and on the fee and all of that. Get my scoreboard up and running here. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. Have that ready. They not look alike. Yeah, but we're talking about kind of the same position, you know, playing him as that deeper midfielder that holds, you know, behind a Tielemans or a Menu or Bruno or all of that. It's kind of we're talking about a similar role that he just struggled in, and you know, I can also say that obviously the mentality stuff, these things. Yeah, I mean, obviously he's had things going on that you feel sympathetic towards and all of that kind of stuff, but the price is even a factor in that. You know, if there's worry over the pressure, if there's worry over performing due to the circumstances, a head being turned by United and all that, imagine when the club pay 80 million for you and you arrive here with all that pressure. You know, that could be brutal. That could be brutal to deal with. So, you know, I think that they're understandable concerns. I still quite like Baleba, but I think there's serious potential in Baleba, but I didn't want us to go anywhere near 80 million for Mateus Fernandez, and I would want us to go somewhere in the range of 50 to 60 at most for Carlos Baleba, and then I'd be really, really happy with it. But I do think it's risky. I think it's inherently a risky deal overall. I think there's very much potential that it doesn't work. There's potential that it doesn't happen, that he does not work out. So right now, I'm not a Baleba in the likelihood of a deal because I've heard nothing to suggest United's perspective has changed, right? We've only heard the pushing coming from his side, and previously United were very determined not to sign him at the start of summer. Obviously, things have changed, but so be it. You know, but nothing in terms of specifically Baleba has changed from United's perspective at this point in time. I think that Brighton are being very silly. I said this last summer. I said they're going to ask for 100 million, 115. He could have a bad season. He's a young player, and then no one's going to buy him. They're still being silly, you know. But it's Brighton. If they're not gonna take those, if they're not gonna be smart about the way that they price this, then so be it. You know, they wanted Caicedo money. You know, Caicedo never had a season like this at Brighton. He never had a big dip. None of these things haven't happened. There's very, very different players.
Will probably be a deadline day move if it happens, BTW. But the fact that he's pushing again now means that his agent sees an opportunity.
Well, it means that they're seeing that United are in the market for a third midfielder and our options aren't clear at the moment, right? And that we don't have a nailed-on signing. And so it's like, well, and that he fits some of the characteristics we want, the physicality, the ground eating, all that. And I'm confident his side, his team will be looking at that and going, and intermediaries who like to talk a lot, we'll be looking at that situation and going, hey, you know, we could provide a solution. We're still open to it. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I don't think that necessarily means that United will sign him. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. Right now, I would still keep that one on a very, very low percentage until we have evidence that United have actually changed their mind. You heard of Baleba didn't even have an agent last summer. He doesn't, technically. He does have an agent. It's not typical, and there are other people involved in a deal that complicate the things in terms of intermediaries and stuff too. And so it's also kind of a strange deal, and that's part of the where things have happened as well. Why things got sort of complex. It's working for me. Here, you guys, if it's not working for you, I could post this link. It's a safe link. Try this one. If it's not working for you, try the link. If you have MUTV, I'm not posting anything that, you know, is streaming or anything like that, but if you have MUTV and it's not working regularly, this link should work. I think. I mean, it is a preseason match, right? I mean, there's a reason they come to the US and play against other big clubs. It's because there's a lot more money to be made over here on those summer tours. I mean, even then the prices are not great, but they sell a lot of tickets. They sell a lot of tickets. Very, very profitable. You're worried about our midfield? Sure. I mean, it's totally fair to be worried. Totally fair to be worried about anything with United, honestly. I was talking about this a little bit this morning about, how obviously I think people thinking we're having a bad summer, blah, 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 all of that kind of stuff. I think two things. I think number one, the price we got for Tielemans is, we kind of talked about this yesterday, but the price we got for Tielemans is so good that it almost underrates our summer because people are going, 85 million. We've only spent 85 million. But realistically, it was, the value on Tielemans is certainly worth a hell of a lot more than that. You look at Bruno Guimaraes making bids of 70 million pounds. I put him in a similar bracket, But maybe in a normal summer, maybe in terms of normal value, we've at 100 to 120 million is what we'd spend, but we got it for cheaper. That being said, I think where we were at this time last year was pretty much the same. We had Mbumo done by then. We had Cunha done by then. But that was it. We didn't have anything else looking likely. But at the same time, obviously the part that's disconcerting for most people, I think, is that we need more right now, right? Obviously, we all know that. We need more right now. We still need, I think, at least two more very, very good signings, plus at least one more depth. I think we need at least 5 signings this summer. 2 more good ones, like players you could consider starting level, be it a midfielder plus a fullback or a defender. And I think the part that's disconcerting to most people today is we don't have like a deal in progress, We don't have it doesn't appear to be a deal in progress. It's not like, oh, we're in talks with X club over X player, and everybody's thinking a week from now we'll probably get it done, and we'll probably have another signing kind of ready. It's that at the moment, nobody even knows who we're going for. Nobody knows who we even going to try to sign fully. And that's like, and it's like that's the thing, it's like, oh, well, we don't even know. You could wake up tomorrow and, Alex Scott is done. You could wake up tomorrow, Camavinga's done. You could wake up tomorrow, Tyler Adams is done. And then it's all great. We're ahead and everything's going great. You know what I mean? Just teasing, obviously, a little there. But it is kind of like that because one of the things United have done differently as opposed to many years past where things just happen very quickly is that it's not that United aren't talking to clubs. It's not that United aren't talking to players. It's not that United aren't doing the work. It's kind of the opposite. United are in talks with many different agents. United are in talks and have made contact with at least 5 to 6 different clubs at the same time, rather than doing nothing. Okay, now we are talking to Mateus Fernandes' agent. Now we are talking to, and that's it. And that's the one person and the one player. And so that that's what's going to happen. That that's the outcome. They're talking to a lot. so that when it's time to make a deal, they can just make a deal very quickly. That's why Santos was done so quickly. That's why Tielemans was done so quickly. They were doing all those at the same time as talking to 5 or 6 other players, so that when they went forward with it, they were pretty much ready to go. Only a few of them are very public, like Mateus. It was very public because of Jorge Mendes and, and the way that it was going, and, and they had to kind of respond to it and such. So, it's fine in that front. But I do think it gives people the impression that nothing is happening. But I firmly believe, from what I know, that United are working through things, to the point where when they move forward with whatever signing comes next, it'll happen very quickly. Not necessarily overnight, but maybe in 3 or 4 days. I mean, I remember when we signed Santos, the morning before Ornstein broke that it was done, he said we hadn't had talks with Chelsea, or he hadn't heard we'd had talks with Chelsea. We had. Via, whether it's executive, via intermediaries, via agents, doesn't matter. We had conversations, plenty, right? Maybe it wasn't the direct negotiations, offers going in, official type of stuff. We had those conversations, and then it was done 5 hours later, and that was Ornstein. So, United are doing a lot of that, and that's not to say that it's all set. They got to accomplish it now. That's the result
of being broke and having no choice but to
No.
I can promise if we were rich, we'd
well,
have
of
made
course.
many more signings by now.
If you have infinite funds, then you can be less risk averse. You can make wider decisions. You can take more risks. You can do all of that. But, that's not really the reason either. They want to be more price conscious, not just because of having money, but to continue to improve our reputation in the market and all of that.
What are we talking, James? We know the prices, so can you kindly explain it to me?
What do you mean, what are we talking? I didn't understand that. But yes, we are looking for better value, in part because we do also have to. That is totally true as well. It's not the whole picture as well. Nah, I don't think we're broke. We like I said, we do have more money to spend. I'm not really worried about that. We do have money to spend. MUTV graphic has Xerxes in the 10 and Mbumo up top. Carrick already doing things I don't like that are worrying. I have like 3 things here, which is that I don't want to see Mbumo at striker next year. I want to see if Dorgu gets a chance at left back or we sign someone. I want to see Yoro and Heaven get a chance in the center back. Heaven is, Yoro's not at the moment. Those are a few of those things. All right, kickoff. Xerxes up top. Mbumo's on the right. We're good. MUTV baiting us again. Xerxes went up top immediately, and Mbumo was standing off to the right. Mbumo is definitely on the right. He's definitely on the right, guys. They are wrong. Mbumo is on the right. We're good. Thank you, Carrick. I take back any criticism there. Mbumo is on the right. You've kept him in his position, and Xerxes at center, which I prefer, even though Xerxes is not a striker. Kit looks nice. You know what this kit is? It's the type of kit where if we're good this season, people will love it, and if we're bad, we'll feel absolutely. It's a kit that it will. It's hard to describe that, but it's one of those ones where like you might learn to hate the color if we're not playing well. People can complain about Mateus Fernandez's price and wages. Fact is, he's a way better profile player than Santos. That's not a fact. That's an opinion, a very subjective one at that. I don't think Mateus Fernandez is a better fit at all. I have had huge complaints about his potential fit. All right, let's see. So who's in the 10? Is it Lacey for real? Eric has to think we're getting a left back. I mean, he must, given that Dorgu does not get any chances over there, and the only option we have is Shaw. There's no way he thinks he's going to play 50-something games. And if he was thinking about deploying, Dorgu there at times, then Dorgu would surely get some chances, whether it be in preseason or wherever, so that he's prepared to step into that role when needed. He has to be thinking he's getting one.
And Joel? Both think they're more clever than everybody else and can make things work without investing in the club.
That's not true. The difference is that one invested $350 million into the club and one has invested negative $2 billion into the club. So Jim knew investment was necessary and put in as much as he could get. Big difference. We wouldn't have been able to buy anybody for the past 3 years if it were not for Sir Jim's investment. Not anybody, but we would have been needing to near zero net spend without that. Okay, we're trying to play out the back here, and it's not going good. It's not going good at the moment. That was a pledge as per the takeover agreement? It wasn't a pledge. It was money. They put a pledge that turned into money that was actually invested. Not like they just wrote it on a piece of paper as an IOU and then it never went in. It went in, man. The money is in there. That's an interesting attempt there to the front with Dorgu coming across, but didn't come off. Mount not started well? No. Yeah, we bought players under Joel, indeed. And then we were broke by the time they looked for investment, which is why we ended up in that situation. Bought lots of players poorly, and yeah, ended up broke. We're climbing out of it. We're climbing out of it. United are functionally profitable now, right? Like in terms of operationally profitable is the word. For the first time in like 7 years. And with the types of revenues and such that we have, yes, going into Champions League, we will be able to spend significantly. But we have a lot to do. You guys think we can get on the ball this game? You guys think we'll have think we'll have a little possession this game? I'm a little concerned that we still don't press. We don't even try. I feel, is that because we're still missing our players, or even if we get a 6 in, that we're already making compromises for our back line? I mean, heaven is there now, but we'll see. Yeah, that's true. I forget that Rosenborg is also in the middle of their real season, because theirs runs January through December, right? A full fit team of senior players mid-season. We did this 2 years ago, and it was not great, was it? Yeah, they've played 13 matches. Still, I just want to see some ideas, and at the moment, I don't love that we don't really press. We don't seem to have any connectedness. That's nice from Mbumo. Much better from him. Dorgu going into the attack. Shaw in the overlap, or the underlap. Good. Shaw bombing forward. Good, good. Like to see that. Shaw getting forward into the attack and getting involved. That's a positive. Jot that down. Jot that down. We've seen Shaw make a run 7 minutes into the game. That's encouraging. Also means we need a left back, because that means he'll be injured by week 3. Man, these seagulls are aggressive. We've gone back, and then we go long. Shaw way high again. Okay, so we are pushing that one fullback up really high with the right back deep. That's good. That's a good thing, okay? That's a very, very, very good thing to note. A very, very good thing to note. Man, these birds. This is crazy. What's going on here? Shaw going forward, actually being forward, is a very good sign for me. One of the tactical things we want to see from Carrick is going into the 3-2-5, 3-1-6 type thing, which is one of your fullbacks sits and the other one stays up high, wide like a winger, while the left winger tucks in. We're seeing a little bit of that already, and it's producing. Mbumo! Oh! We got a shot! We got a shot. Shot on target, Mbumo. You see how high Shaw is up assisting Dorgu there? This is good. Good start. Good start. Backup to Shaw is usually the starter. Well, it's either that or the backup ends up pushing Shaw into being more... There you go. Another good press. Xerxes. Oh, man. Never mind. I don't want to do it, guys. I don't want to start this already, but you guys say Xerxes might have turned up right as he makes a terrible pass and gives the ball away again. Isn't this guy supposed to be technical? Come on, man. You got to make these passes consistently. It's 5-yard passes. The spaces between the players is quite small. All right, pinch, 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 pinch. Good press again. There you go. All right, okay. I'm seeing a few more signs. A few more signs here. This is better. They're warming into it. I just hope we see something before, you don't have that much time because you're only going to play 45 minutes probably again. Come on. Good press that time. All right, it's better. It's better. Now, again, I really want to see their Shaw pushing up wide with Dorgu narrow. This is good. I'm actually quite happy with that, by the way. However it plays out, that is a really, really good sign. I need to jot that down. I need to jot that down for my post-match thoughts. Let me put that in my phone, actually. I don't know what I'm doing. Pen and paper. What year is it? Oh my God, man. These seagulls are like interference. Nice through the lines from Santos. Good hold up by Xerxes. That's better. Now bombing forward, Lenny. Oh, I think Brian should have found him through the lines there. Oh, he's looking for a striker to crash the box and nobody's there. That's a good move from Mbumo, though. This is a good move from there. Okay, the bombing fullbacks is very good. The bombing fullbacks is very nice. Lacey's playing kind of in the 10, like the Bruno role. He steps up into the 2 in a 4-4-2. Stop it, Army. Stop it. You gotta stop it. And Bumo's always looking for a striker to crash the box, by the way. It's just his biggest thing, and one of the reasons we signed him was those in-swinging crosses to a striker. If you have someone crashing the box there, that's cash money. That ball goes into a really dangerous area. Nice mount. Hold, Xerxes. Hold, Xerxes. Hold, Xerxes. Release. Nice, Xerxes. Oh, Mbumo. Don't rush it. A little rusty there. That one was from Mbumo was bad. That one was bad. It's getting better. It's getting better. There's another foul from Mount. He just rushed that. Just calm it down, Brian. You got this. You got this. Much better. I'm seeing better ideas. Don't worry about the execution. Better ideas. That's what we're looking for. Sloppy is expected. But we're seeing some better ideas, some better movements, some better connections. Good press, Mbumo. Good tackle. Nice. Nice. Good. These last 5 or 7 minutes have been much more encouraging. I'm seeing more signs of Carrick's football at Boro in this. Making sure the fullbacks... Oh, yeah, that's a bad turnover. That's good job, Santos. Good cleanup. Nice. All right, Shaw, go. Shaw, go. Yes. Keep going, Shaw. Oh, Shaw, what are you doing? You just... Okay, good job. Does he know Sheshko isn't up top? Part of the problem, Corin, is that you've got to act like... You got to practice like you mean to go on. Oh, nice pass, Maguire to Lacey. Lacey out to Dorgu. Here we go. Cross into the box. Again, we're playing like we have Sheshko, which is fine because we will. And we need to keep practicing like we mean to play. And we need the striker to run forward. You know, we want to play like we're going to have a big boy striker because that's how we want to play football. This is good. Improvements last few minutes. You see the difference the fullbacks make? I harp so much about the fullbacks, but you see the difference when the fullbacks actually go forward? You know what I mean? We've seen Shaw and Yoro go forward and suddenly we can actually attack. It's no accident. It's totally connected. When the fullbacks go forward, we will actually create chances and opportunities. Everything is tied to those fullbacks. Oh, Brian. Nice. Good recovery. Good recovery. Through the middle, it's either the fullbacks are carrying or we're passing through the lines to the middle and then forward into the striker and then out wide, but it's not that dissimilar. Oh, nice. Xerxes. Dorgu. Xerxes. Cross into the box. That's fine. These are good attacks. These are good motions. Cutbacks. Nice. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I really am. I like what I'm seeing right now. It's more just seeing it, Red. Like I wasn't like worried about the Wrexham game, but the things I want to see are those fullbacks going forward, you know? That's the stuff I need to see. It's the ideas I want to see. The execution is going to improve over the course of summer. Jeez. But it's the idea. I just want to see the idea. And right now, Shaw's been excellent. Big switch over to Brian. Doesn't quite get there. Good idea. I'm seeing better ideas being executed. Yeah, consistency. Exactly. I will say that this is why I'm confident we need a left back, because if Shaw's doing all of this, he's going to struggle to going up, up and down all season. He's going to struggle. There's no way he can go up and down for 50 games. No way he can do it for 30. We're going to need a fullback really bad. Yeah, there's sharpness things I'm not so worried about. So now Dorgu's up front. Xerxes went out to the left. That's probably just natural how it happened because of something. Nice, Shaw. Again, good from Shaw. Shaw stepping up, pressing, joining the way that the block defends is good. Same with Lenny. I don't know, man. Shaw's picking up where he left off at the end of last season. Looks good. Looks very sharp. Nicely done, Mount. All right, Yoro, go. Go. Look at Yoro charge. That's it. Get forward. There you go. Nice. Nice, Mount. Nice. Lacey, out to Shaw. Good. Cross into the box. Someone. Look at the numbers in the box. This is good. Get players forward. Go. Yep. Yep. Oh, that's not it from Lacey. That's okay. Better. Much better. Much better. This is better. This is good. This is good. Yeah, I think Mount needs to get forward a little more there. Let Santos be the sitter, join into the attack, run through the lines there. Shaw's basically playing wing back, and that's the idea. And Carrick's, I mean, this is modern football. Your fullbacks are often wing backs. You know, they've got to join the attack so much. Get him, Heaven. Nice, Heaven. That's good defending. I don't know why he's down on the ground for. I like Heaven's physicality there for sure. I don't think I like Lenny's on ball over on the side. Oh, nice tackle, Santos. Good read there. I like Lenny's energy on that side. I like him when he crashes forward. I like him when he runs forward. I like it when he, when Lenny steps up, he's very good. It was the same even in the 3-back. When he steps up, he's good. That's what we want to see from him. More stepping up. And he can do that a bit more from right back, but I just want to see a little more of it. You sent 3 messages about Mbumo, who hasn't touched the ball, Gabe, since the last message. Are you behind or what's going on? Because, oh, that was nice from Xerxes. All right, Mbumo. Come on. Yes, Mbumo. Good. Good. Look, he beat his man. Oh. Have that. Have that, Mbumo haters. Beats his man. Gets the cross into Mount. Creates a great chance. Relax. Chill on Mbumo, man. The guy is good. Give him a break. Give him a chance to get up to speed. He just cooked, man. Give him time. Don't come out of this looking stupid for hating on one of our best players. Good Lord. Mbumo's excellent. Give him time. Good player. Good cross. Good corner. Shaw. Nice. Keep pressure. My winger, Maguire. Left wing, Guire. At it again. Okay. And Mbumo again. Good run. Oh, unlucky. Good idea. Good idea. Yeah, I've got big stocks in Mbumo. He's going to have a good season. He'll be fine. He's going to be totally fine. It's just rust. You have to also observe that Mbumo is a very, very hardworking defender as a winger as well, which has to be appreciated. You always look when we're in defense, Mbumo's all the way back defending, all the way back defending, all the way back defending. He's always there helping. Has to be appreciated. A lot of wingers don't do that effort in both directions. Very, very important. I don't know why people decided to hate. It's just, I don't know. People do, there's weird things. There's weird factions. People started with hating Cunha, you know, end with Mbumo. You know, it's just strange. I don't know what the necessity is of it. But, oh, I'll do my KG coins before the season starts. Don't have no fear. Have no fear. We'll get the coins in. Nice, Santos. Good job. Evan's been good defending today. I've been quite happy with the way he's defended so well so far. Nice mount. Good work. Santos run. Look. Head up. There you go. Nice. Good touch, Xerxes. Dorgu. Overlap. Nice. Out to Shaw. No. We need players in the box, guys. We need players in the box. Good. Get in the box. Get in the box. I like to see when Shaw overlaps there that we get in the box so we make space for him to do the run and cut back. But this is getting better. Much better movements. Out. Nice. Keep it ticking. Nice, Santos. Good idea. Attack it. Oh, Josh, man. Too lackadaisical from Xerxes there, but that's fine. That's fine. Some good moves. Some good moves here. Some good moves here. Summer is always bulk and cut. And when they're away, they bulk. And when they come back, they start running. And within a couple of weeks, they drop 5 more pounds and they'll be better. And they'll be thin and they'll be a little quicker, a little lighter. It's just normal. Normal way to maintain optimal fitness. I would know. I've been bulking for like 7 years now. I'm ready for that cut soon, and then you guys will see. I'll be absolutely shredded. It'll be great. I'm just on a long bulk phase. Decent attack here from Rosenborg. Nice, Patrick. Good job. Good touch. Lost a shoe. Stop cultivating and start harvesting. Yeah. It's coming. It's coming. Relax. Coming. Only 7 rookie numbers. Yeah, I was quite thin before I had a kid. it's dad's gain weight too. Like you just something about your hormones change, and then it's harder to keep weight off once you have a kid. Big switch mount. Did it get there? Nice switch to Dorgu. All right, Shaw on the underlap. Oh, good ball, Lacey. Get it out. Get it out. Nice. Get in the box. We need more men in the box here. Nice. Yes. Oh. Oof. 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 That was so close. That was a great pass from Santos into Dorgu. Great pass in. That is nice, nice stuff. It does come off the post. Very, very close. Very, very close. Wait, ref. Ah, man, I really like Andre Santos. I really, really, really like Andre Santos, man. I am so sold on this kid. Absolutely a thing of beauty. Nice pass from Maguire. Oh, Mbeumo turn. Oh, so close. Not the best pass in through. I thought that he was going to put Mbeumo through, but he didn't. He was trying to go to Xerxes and was the wrong choice in the end. Press. Better. Better. The press is getting so much better. Unlucky. Poor from Lacey there. That's okay. Just a kid. Look at Andre Santos just bullying people out there. I don't care if sometimes it's a foul. Well done. Mount has some really good, tidy movements from deep. And the way that he steps up from deep to join the press is really good. He's a very intelligent player. When you're getting attacked defensively, he can be really suspect, but that's to be expected. Some of the aspects of his game are really good from deep, though. Uh-oh. Yeah, I've liked Mount's game today so far. Good tackle. Nice. Heaven. Xerxes, look up, look up. Lacey. Yes. Lacey in. Come on, Lacey. Yes, Lacey. What a goal. What a goal. Let's go. What a goal. Hell yeah. What a goal, too. What an attack. Let's go. That was beautiful. Did you see Heaven? Heaven starting that attack through the lines to Xerxes. Let's go, man. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Bam. Heaven into Xerxes, into Lacey. Bam, goal. This is much better from Xerxes, man. This is what I want to see from him when he's on the pitch. Making things happen. This is beautiful. Just right through the lines. Central progressions there. Get Heaven in the team, man. Please. Please. Xerxes assist. Much, much better from Xerxes. This is what I wanted to see from him. Fight for your place. Show us something. He's doing it. He's doing it today. I'm much happier. Much happier with his game. Really nice. That's for sure Lacey's first goal in the senior team in any capacity, right? Oh, Josh, there you go. Okay, Santos got it right back. Santos' positioning is always in the right spots. Ooh, Lenny attack. Lenny attack. Ah, good attack. Look how far forward Lenny is. This is much better, guys. I'm starting to get excited for the season. This is all yes, overreacting, but I'm starting to get very excited. I'm seeing some very good ideas, and there's many more players to return as well. This is much better. Oh, almost. Another giant underlapping run from Shaw. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Calm down, absolutely not. I'm excited. I'm excited for the season, man. I'm getting there. I don't need much. But I'm excited. Is Heaven the new Ferdinand? At least, man, at least. Good tackle, Santos again. Great position he's taken up. He reads the play so well, dude. He's always there. He's not quick, but he's not fast, but he's always in the right spot. Nice from Mbumo. Lacey. Dorgu through the lines. Nice. Get it back in. Santos. Are we going to celebrate when we win the league? Parade. Everywhere, not just... That's a foul, ref. Not just in Manchester, but a parade. Much better. Actually, I don't think my stream's behind at all, to be honest, because I'm looking at the clock, and unless you're time traveling, you can't particularly be ahead of me. There's just delay between me and you. Oh! Off the post! Oh my god. Good cross by Mbumo off the post. This is much better. Much better. That's a great cross from Mbumo. Please get Mbumo on set pieces from that side. I didn't read that out, but Santos is amazing. Bloody hell. Indeed, Humphrey. He is. I'm a huge fan. Another great press. Nice. Oh, that was Dorgu. That was clever. Good attack. Good attack, Lenny. Lenny heading it from the ground. He pulled the Phil Jones on us. Love it. Oh, Lenny. Oh, Lenny. Oh, so close. You guys see that? Gets to the ground, heads it away. In a preseason match, the effort that and the intensity and the application that Lenny's putting in is incredible. Incredible. Again, what a tackle, Lenny. Okay, Lenny, yes. Show your stuff, Lenny. Mbumo! Mbumo! That's a foul, ref. Red card. Red card, ref. What? A foul on Mbumo. What are we saying? What are we doing here? What is that? That might be a red in a real game. He's grabbing Mbumo and pulling him. That's a foul. Ref, what are you doing? He's called it the other way. What is he? What's he on? What's he on? He was ahead of him with control of the ball. And the player grabs him, pulls him, and shoves him to the ground. That's a foul. What are you doing? Mid-season, Mbumo probably blows him away and is 2 steps past him, to be fair, but still. Ref. No, honestly, I don't care if there was I think if there was a red, you'd be real annoyed because it kind of makes the game, you don't actually get to play the 11v11 game that you're trying to practice, but still, like, we should have got the foul. Give us a free kick from there. Vargentina, indeed, man. Varway? You need to see a replay? Yeah. They're not going to show it to us. It's rigged. No replays. Nice, Yoro again. Go, Lenny. Go, Lenny. Go. Nice, Lenny. Good strength. Nice, Lenny. Another great run from Lenny. Okay, Lacey. Keep it going. Nicely done. These are some hefty tackles from Rosenborg here, man. Relax. Relax. It's a friendly. Relax, man.
Santos, wow.
Yes.
So simple yet effective.
Indeed, 100% agreed. So simple yet effective. This is what a 6 is supposed to look like. This is exactly what a 6 is supposed to look like. You don't even notice a lot of what he does, but it's so simple. Just always in the right spot, winning the ball, no crazy tackles, passing it nicely and quickly through the lines. Beautiful stuff. They've got a gem, Santos. They've got an absolute gem. Yeah, I love the midfield setup. Really do. Nice cross. Maguire back in. Ah, nobody there. Unlucky. Mateus Fernandes could never know. He's a terrible defender. That's good. That's good defending. Nice, Mount. Nice, Mount. Let's go, Mount. Some physicality. Mount giving it back. Oh, he's hurt his neck. Or his shoulder. Uh-oh.
Are we missing a trick if Villa go for Ghana?
Nah, we're okay. I like James Garner, but we've seen him up close and personal. The team know what he hasn't. Oh, what a tackle. Oh, that's a good tackle, referee. I think Mount's going to have to come off here. He's made it 2 games and has hurt his collarbone. That's a foul. He pulls Mbumo's shirt. Yanks him down by his shirt. That was a foul. Oh, we're going to concede. Nice, Shaw. Good defending. Offside. Okay. That was a foul on Mbumo. Defender grabs his shirt and pulls him down with it. It's definitely a red. It's a red for me. Mount, please, you have to stay healthy. A little bit. You got to make it at least till through the preseason, mate. Keeps holding his shoulder. Yeah. He's reaching around different spots. He's probably just yoinked his collarbone or something there. But he's staying on. If he was hurt enough to feel like he had to come off in a preseason, he would come off. It's preseason. If he's not coming off immediately, he's fine. Not going to take risks in preseason. He seems okay now. Just probably sore from the impact there. Yeah, he seems fine. Mount seems fine. We're good. Nobody there near Dorgu that time. Santos again, dude. He's such a good tackler. Like, good work, Shaw. Is there a dog with a squeaky toy in the stadium? You guys hear that? you guys hear the squeak? It's for sure like a dog squeaky toy. What's going on? Oh no, it's the seagulls. It's the seagulls. Okay, I'm going crazy. I was like, I keep hearing like a dog with a squeaky toy, but it's the seagulls. Of course, it's the seagulls. There's so many seagulls. Yeah. Nice, Heaven. Beautiful stuff from you and Lenny there. Nice, Bry. Ah. Maguire? Oh, hey, Maguire, you didn't need to smash that so hard, but that's fine. It's fine. I have thoroughly enjoyed this first half. 2 years ago, we did this. Was it under Ten Hag? We were awful. Awful. This is much better. Santos is definitely looking to prove he can be the guy right now. And I love Lenny's effort too, by the way. Absolutely adore the effort from Lenny. I got to give a special shout out there to Lenny Oro because he's like really been putting in a shift today in that right back position. You ever see, well, no, it wasn't a seagull. Was it a seagull or a pigeon? The Randy Johnson exploding one with his pitch? Yeah. That looked well offside. Oh, they've stayed offside. Nice Mount. Good cutout. Good cutout, Mount. I'm loving this version of Lenny here at right back today. I really am. Very impressed. Pigeon? Yeah, it was a pigeon, yeah. These birds, man. Halftime. That was really nice. Guys, that was really, really nice. Agreed. That was a good first half. That was a good first half, man. I saw so many more things. Really seeing some things. Wow. For what you want to see in preseason, I'm very, very satisfied. I really am. I will say this. My takeaways from the first half again so far. Here's my takeaways from the first half. Shaw was taking up that wide space forward with Dorgu tucking in very, very often. That was very effective. Very effective for us. Ended up getting Dorgu slipped in for a chance that he hit off the post. On the other side, Lenny was also getting forward when he was getting a chance on his side. There was so much more pressure in the attack on the opposition. Our press really ramped up at times once we started getting it forward. With the fullbacks going forward, we were really able to actually press. We were actually able to back it up. We were actually able to step up from deep. Press was improving a lot. Mount really running forward to join the press quickly. The fullbacks joining the press quickly. Santos, man. He is always where I want to see him. I'm always like, you're never noticing. It's like, you don't notice it all the time, but it's like, oh, Santos is there. Oh, Santos is there. Oh, Santos is there. There's never this gap, this hole in the team. Tackling was really, really sharp. He steps up at exactly the right times, reads the play really well. Snappy passing through the lines. Heaven also very, very, very good. Good defending, good on the ball, all of that as well. Did it not read out? Why is it not reading out? Wouldn't mind us signing a world-class center back plus a cheap mid. I don't disagree with you. Center backs is very, very interesting there. And I really like Santos. It's going to be hard to say, hey, he shouldn't be on the pitch. Josh Zirkzee, much better playing like as an actual kind of false nine with runners either side of him. More pacey players. I like Shea Lacey playing as that 10, kind of running beyond the striker. Obviously, you flip that when it's Bruno, right? That's one thing to think about. You flip that when it's Bruno. Bruno will be dropping where Zirkzee's off. It will be where Zirkzee often is in this game with runners around him. You want to see that. I actually thought Mbeumo was improving quite a lot in this game. I think he was... creativity was good. Set pieces were good. Deliveries into the box from out wide are good. But that's how we have to think about Mbeumo as a player, is he's not a striker, and I'm glad we don't see him there. Keep Mbeumo out wide, man. Keep Mbeumo out wide so he can put those in-swingers in. They're beautiful. I don't know if we appreciate in that half just how good those in-swingers from Mbeumo are. He dropped 3 or 4 right in front of the goalkeeper. Exactly where you'd want them to be, with perfect dip and curl and all of that. I think goes underappreciated in this game because we weren't playing with a striker fully, but got it into Lenny off the bar as well. The corners were good. The set pieces were good. His crosses in the box, really good. Lenny Yoro, he was quite nice over there at right back. I think he'll struggle a little more against Premier League opposition, trying to get forward a bit. But if Shaw's going to bomb forward, he's going to be the one staying back more of the time, and that's fine too. And I think that Shaw bombing forward with Cunha tucking in is the way forward. That's what suits Cunha the best. That's what's going to suit Shaw the best. If Rashford stays, it's also what suits him the best. Having a fullback bomb outside of him while he plays the inverted winger role, and Mbeumo is the... what's the opposite of inverted? I don't remember. I don't know. But wide winger, touchline winger on that side. Very, very, very nice in that respect. Yeah, good stuff. Vitek didn't have to make a save, I don't think. So, Zirkzee offering a little more here, but, we do have to... the problem is that it's very, 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 very different. Very, very different to what you're going to get with a traditional striker when Zirkzee plays. It's just a very different type of player, and I don't know that we're going to play that way when we have Bruno, when we have these other players who can play in the 10 in the hole like that. It's probably not going to be Zirkzee, but I do like the interplay of him dropping and Lacey kind of going on. But, yeah, I mean, Bruno's not going to be making runs beyond the keeper, you know what I mean? Or beyond the front line next season. He's certainly not going to be able to do that. So, yeah, good things. My biggest thing that I would say here is that we've got to get a left back, because Shaw, there's no way Shaw survives that. And if we want to keep him fit, he needs to play like half the games. He needs like half. He needs there's got to be another player in there at left back. Got to be another player in there who can who can do that job, who can give him a rest, who can play, who can rotate with him, because it's not going to happen. There's just no chance in hell. But the fact that Dorgu keeps playing only exclusively in the winger position, and we're not, getting him back there, I feel like we're getting a left back. I really do. We've been looking at left backs. We obviously have left back targets. We've got to get a left back in there, man. Shaw was bombing forward, though. It's just, there's no way he can do it, man, for 50 games. There's just no way. Just no chance at all. It's impossible. So that's the biggest thing. So, I'm still kind of concluding, like, the third mid, I agree with getting the right guy, because I'm telling you, I'm going to have a really hard time saying, Santos shouldn't play. He's really good, man. He's really, really good. But I will also say that we need to get Heavens a step forward. We need pace in the back, like Aiden Heaven stepping forward. Behind him. And I think that's the balance that is working right now, is having him step forward. Having the pacier, aggressive players behind that midfield helps a lot to close the gaps. Lenny being at right back. And Heaven in there helps to nullify some of those weaknesses in terms of pace from the middle. So that's part of that would be my big concern, is like, if you end up going back to Maguire, Lissandro, that midfield is going to stop working. The pace isn't there. You're going to have bigger gaps. Heaven was so physical, so quick to step up and cover players, that we need that. We need that behind them. We really do. An update on Tyler Adams. This is going to be terrible news for you guys. Bournemouth stance is Tyler Adams, like Scott and Krupi, is not for sale, and certainly not for £35 million. Guys, Tyler Adams might not happen. People are going to be pissed. Matt had another good half. Yeah. But I'm telling you, a big part of that as well with that Mount and Santos midfield is the aggressiveness and the quickness of Heaven behind them. Maguire's on his 1 more year arc. Let's enjoy his last season. Yeah. Santos looking good, but we need a sure starting CDM. I mean, I don't see why he can't be that. Honestly, I'm not saying we don't need more options, but I don't see why he can't be the shielding 6. I don't see why not. I don't see why he can't be the starter. He's doing a perfect job. Like, what more can you do at this point? They're a budget Declan Rice. Yeah. I don't know, man. I understand the pressure aspect. I understand these things, but what pressure? United are still rebuilding. United are still fixing their team. We're not expecting to win the league next season. I think we continue to go with that message. Let's just forget pressure. Why don't we trust some players? The same way that Cobby got the trust from Carrick last season in big games. Why don't we give Santos the trust? You know what I'm saying? And this isn't excusing not making another signing. That's not what I'm talking about, because I really want one as well. But like, instead of it being about pressure, let's put trust in some of these young players. I mean, we always talk about, well, look at Barcelona, look at these clubs, but they trust their young players. It's sink or swim. You know, once you reach a senior age, and by senior age, I don't mean like Casemiro. I'm talking like senior, like once you're like 19, 20 and you've played a couple seasons of senior football, forget trust. I mean, you know, forget pressure. Sink or swim, man. That's what's going to tell you whether you can become the guy you need or not. You're not really going to be eased into it. I mean, just to be fair on this, think about all the players who've come in. You know, there's not actually that many late bloomers, in a sense. There's not that many, you know. When you look at a lot of the young players who've come through at United, it was sink or swim for them. We didn't exactly give them like years of playing behind some old guy and then they finally came in and started working. It was a lot of sink or swim. And the real gems, they swam. You know, Ronaldo came in, you know, and it's like, obviously you want to have veteran presence, but give him a chance, man. Give him a shot. Santos played in the French league for, a full season. He played in the Premier League. He played in the French league. He played in the Premier League again. Let's give him the trust. Give him trust. I think he can be good enough. I haven't seen anything to suggest he can't. I think that if they're good enough, they're good enough, I think sometimes center backs can take a little bit of time, but yeah. Most of the same lineup are out. Yeah, there was going to be changes at 45 and then 60. So we get to see Lenny Maguire's off. Maguire is off. There was supposed to be changes. Camason comes on at right back. Hold on. Amas for Shaw, Camason for right back, Lenny and Heaven at center back. So Shaw and Maguire off. This is great. This is really good now. Now we get to see Heaven and Yoro, and we're resting Shaw and Maguire. This is really good. So now we see natural fullbacks and Lenny and Heaven at center back. Excellent. And we'll see more changes at 60. This is good. We're seeing the center back pairing we want to see. I'm happy. I'm thrilled. I'm actually thrilled. Nice from Mbumo. Lacey. Almost. I'm thrilled. This is exactly what we wanted to see. Yeah, we'll do changes at 60. They announced it earlier. It was said on MUTV that they'll make changes at 60, at 45, and at 60. So I suspected we would do a few changes at halftime, some of the older players, and then we'll make a full batch at 90 or 60 minutes rather. Come on, Amos. Get there. Nice. Oh, poor touch from Heaven there. Good dive from Vitek there. Am I thrilled? Indeed, I am. I'm thrilled. It was a bit of a not my favorite pass from Amos. Heaven got to not let that run. I think Amos could make a better pass there, but Heaven needs to not make a mistake. I don't know why Amos let it go all the way back, but at the same time, Heaven just lets it go under his foot, so. Okay. That's why you got the preseason. Play through the mistakes. Is Mount captain? Okay, nice. Good for him. Yeah, we'll do the post-match and we'll do some calls. Yeah, but we gotta have to... Oh, Xerxes mishits that to send Mbumo through. We'll do the post-match. We'll do the calls. Yeah. I'm going to give everybody like a time limiter just to make sure I can get through in all of them. Santos. Hamas. Good press. If Mount has a good season, I think everybody's going to be very happy. Mount, big switch out to Mbumo. Nice. All right, Kamison on the run. Little disconnects with a couple changes. That's okay. It's normal. Normal. Dorgu, Xerxes. Oh, Xerxes, pass it, man. Corner. Good work, though. Nice play through the lines there. That was better. The subs were Maguire and Shaw for Kamison and Amos. So Yoro moved from right back to center back, and Amos and Kamison took up the fullback positions. I think Xerxes could pass there, but that was good play. Another really nice movements from Santos and Dorgu involved in that as well. Good set piece. Decent, anyway. Amos. Where you going, bud? Oye, Amos. Oye, Amos. Chill, brother. Chill, brother. Yeah, Mount just needs to be fit. It's really all that it is. There's a player there. He just needs to be fit. It's everything for him to just be fit. Let's see. Heaven defend here in the channel. He gets beat, but he gets back. Nice. Well done. Hamas has got it up against a very big player here and struggling a little bit, but struggling. Nice, Santos. Santos again. Santos very, very nice. I mean, the thing with it now, right, with Mount, is that we don't need him to be the starter. We have Tielemans and Cobby. So, like, if he's a part player, then he's a part player. And that's good. And that will help him stay fit. I just like that we have options. You know, I was betting on 900 minutes for Mount because that's what he's averaged. If he can do that, he's a useful. If he can do 1,200, then we're in good shape. Offside. Danger, man. That's not offsides either. Hamas is keeping him on there. That was definitely not offsides. Yeah, that definitely was kept on. Amos has struggled a little these 5 minutes since coming on here. But then again, we should have had a red first half, so I'll take one our direction as well. The refs give and take. And Bumo? Ah, almost. You see Mountain Tielemans rotating? Yeah, me too, for sure. Yeah, I think a left back is looking like almost our biggest need, honestly. If you think about how we want to play and what we have, there's just no way Shaw can do it. It was at the top of my list in the last game because I didn't see Shaw. Oh, that's nice from Lacey. It was at top of my list after the last preseason game because I didn't see Shaw going forward. Now that I see Shaw going forward, it's like that's excellent. I'm very happy. He won't be able to do it for 50 games. We just have to get a left back. Have to. Lacey looks like he could find a place in the first team, though, as an option attacking. That's why I'm like, I don't think we need more forwards with all these players, man. Let's just get the defense sorted out so we can keep the dang thing. Yeah, I love Lacey. Looks sharp. He looks aggressive. He's got a real intelligence to his game, and he's so good technically. Like, and to be fair, you have to bear in mind, like, we are playing against men here. This is a senior team. I know it's not the Prem, but it's also our preseason, and this is a men's team. No, it's not kids. Big, physical. Good. He's held his own. Get over there, Heaven. Get over there. Yes. Good defending, Heaven. Santos. Nice. Good pass. All right, Amos on the overlap. Dorgu, go. Oh, that's good. Oh, Mount, you got to shoot that, man. That was a really nice pass from Dorgu there. Really clever. I think Mount needs to shoot in that position. He looked for the one touch, but he should have just taken it and shot. Dorgu had slipped him into a great position there. Dorgu's very effective, man. I always watch Dorgu, and every time I'm like, some technical flaws, but he's so effective. It's just, somehow it just works. It doesn't look pretty, but it works, man. Look at him again. That's a red, ref. Referee. 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 Once again, clear foul on Dorgu through on goal. That should be a red. Come on, man. What the hell? It's a foul. Come on. I know I don't really want a red, but at least give us a foul. Just give us a free kick. Nice. Nice, Santos. Oh, that's such good play from the back. Get it out, Xerxes. Out to Amos. Nice. Such good vertical football. Xerxes. Xerxes. Oh. Oh, Xerxes. Okay. 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 He came to play. He came to play. Okay. He came to play. What a goal. And again, back to front. Wow. Oh my. Xerxes, I apologize for the takes last game. This is what I want to see from you. This is proving it. This is proving it, man. This is fighting for your place. This is more what we need to see. You need to take preseason seriously. Wow. Another one that comes from attacking the fullback. Yep, with Amos going up and attacking the wide spaces. It's huge. It's everything. Vertical play with attacking fullbacks. It's just a better version of what Emmerich was trying to do. Better. Just better. Just a better version. Even if he's playing for a move, then that's good.
Valor, will he thrive or blow it and discarded in tissue?
I guess we'll find out. Oh, Santos again. Great tackle. Great positioning. He's everywhere, man. I love this guy. Look at the movement from Amos. Very, very nice. Wow. That is much more like it. I'm very happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. We'll make wholesale changes in a couple minutes. I am fully fed today on this preseason. I am excited. I am fully fed and excited. I did see, thank you for sending him in that, Shatters, that Simon Stone says, it is sounding like there's an element of positivity around Manchester United's chances of signing Real Madrid's France midfielder Aurelien Tchouameni. Although there have been reports Tchouameni's agreed a new deal with the Spanish Giants, that does not square with a belief Real are open to selling a 26-year-old. United have a long-standing interest, and he's one of a number of midfield targets. A couple of significant issues remain, both around finance, how much would they want, and how much would he want to move. United felt they got stung on fee and salary when they dealt with Madrid around Casemiro. They will want to avoid that scenario. For the moment, seems very much a case of watch this space. It's weird. I don't really get that first part because the reports are not that he's agreed. The reports are that he's actually signed his new contract with Madrid. Has there been some, like, unless they've yanked the contract from him, that would be, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Fabrizio said it's already signed. I don't know. It's really weird, isn't it? Oh, that's a nice free kick. It's really weird. It is weird. Yeah, Alfie, I agree. No, like I said, to me, what we're seeing, is essentially you're seeing the flying fullbacks playing like wingbacks. You're seeing the touches through the middle, and then out wide. It's just there's more variety. But when it works, when this Carrick football works, it looks like a better version of what Amarim was trying to do. So fair play. And again, I've explained before, but that's one of the reasons they went for Carrick is in an ideal world, when you look at the way Carrick wants to play, it's 4 at the back, but it's not dissimilar. It has a lot of similarities stylistically, midfield setup, things like that. We're still playing that good 2-man, 4-4-2 defending. A lot of it is very similar, but more variety, more vertical play through the middle, more central progressions. Good stuff. If he signed it, wouldn't have Real posted on socials. It is a bit strange, isn't it? But it's very strange. I mean, I'm here for it, but if it happens. Who came on the pitch? Yeah, all roads lead to... It's the same 3-2-5 in the end, you know, in the setup. But yeah. Cheeto, Jack, Tyler, Armor. Who's all come on? Devaney. Announcer said Devaney again, by the way, so I'm going with that. Cheeto, nice turn. Camisum, yeah, Camisum's been on. Gore in the middle, okay. Collier and Ethan Williams, okay. Nice. Warner. Armor? 3-0. Devaney. Devaney, 3-0. Set piece. Hell yeah. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah, we're gonna do the Devaney. We're gonna do Devaney because that's what the announcer says.
It's structurally similar, but the combos in the block are such a massive difference. We always try to combine out wide with Amorim, hence wing backs.
Right, for sure. Yeah, so we're doing a lot more of the 1-2 touch vertically in the middle, like out the back. So like I'm trying to explain it too and think it through, but it's one of the big differences. Like when the ball goes from striker up to midfield, and you're doing like the 1-2 touch run, instead of it going up, out, up, out, up, out, it's going up, back, through the middle often. It can go out, but there's a lot more up, back, and through in central progression areas, which certainly makes it a lot quicker in its verticality. We were doing a lot of up, back, combo, switch, up, back, combo, switch, up, back, combo, switch, out wide, to find the spaces there, where now it's more up, back, combo, forward through the lines into the central areas. So yeah, it's I imagine it's, you know, it's more, it has more variety in its way. Has more variety. You guys want me to? I don't want to take the game away, but here, I'll show you guys. I'll link it. It's a bit of a strange one. It's like casting doubt on whether Tchouaméni has signed a contract, but yeah, I just posted it. It's kind of like it casts doubt on if he signed a contract or not. Oof, off the post, that was quite a shot. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. The last time the rumors came out, Fabrizio instantly shut it down, and he's been correct on this. So it's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to refute. It's hard for me to refute Fabrizio on this because he he was downplaying it the whole time before leading up to the contract, and I'm just going, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. It feels very speculative, but just keep an eye on it. But again, it's sort of like if we're going to wait for top targets, let's just wait then and let it play out, right? Just let it play out. But it is weird. Yeah, I don't want to get excited over the Tchouaméni thing when we've heard he signed the new contract. Like, yeah, that's the thing that's weird. Mitten was saying he could still be sold, but Stone seems to be casting doubt on a contract. I'm confused, man. I'm confused. Very confused. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't announced it. I thought it's just because he's away on holiday, but I don't know, man. It just I'm not believing it. I'm not gonna bite yet. I'm gonna need a lot more. Honestly, Fabrizio's been so far ahead on this one. I'm gonna need to hear from Fabrizio that something's changed, or like some serious Madrid sources. But you're also gonna need Rodri to move. You know, you're also gonna need Rodri to move. We kind of know that if Rodri's gonna move, then Camavinga or Tchouaméni will go. But yeah, it's weird. Imagine they did a De Gea. I mean, that is the interesting thing, right? I remember that summer because that was another one of my big wins, reporting wise, is that I was hearing that De Gea was not going to stay and they were going to let him go despite the news of a new contract, and that I reported a whole detailed thing. It was kind of the way it was dealt with was crappy, but I remember it was one of my reportings that was a big win for me at the time. Why would Real Madrid buy Rodri when he's having surgery? Because it's only a couple months. A couple months is not enough to stop you from trying to sign what you may view as the best midfielder in the world. City manager says his player's not going. I mean, that's not news. But I hear you, but it's not meaningful. I'm pretty sure Lacey's already come off, hasn't he? Youth are playing decent ball here again, as they were last time. Good connections. You think Tchouaméni's more open to leaving? But I'll say why that's funny is that he agreed a new contract. You know, that's the funny part of it. He agreed a new contract, so how open is he to leaving? It's just a weird one. It's just a weird one. The whole thing is weird. I said in their mind he's the best midfielder in the world. That's why they want to sign him. I think personally that Rodri's lost a step when it comes to playing in the Premier League since his ACL. He was fantastic in the World Cup, but international football is different. La Liga is slower. I think Rodri has lost a step in the Prem, and that's one of the reasons City struggled a bit. But that doesn't make him, in their eyes, not the best player in the world for them. It's weird though. I admit, it's weird. The whole reporting has been very weird. Oh, what a goal! Hamas 4-0. Wow, we're cooking, chat. This is good. The fans are getting a show, thankfully. Fantastic. Attacking fullbacks, man. Beautiful. Wow. Been really fun, guys. Right back to left back. It's beautiful. Excellent stuff, man. I think JJ gets game time. Let's see. Hopefully around 80. Hopefully around 80 he gets on the pitch. Seagulls, man. These seagulls again. Yeah, 5 to 10 minutes. You know, you just want to get on.
NGL kinda got the ick with Chu during the World Cup. He seemed kind of ponderous in and out of possession. Did not seem to be very impactful.
I hear that. I think that Chouameni can be very underrated in what he can do as well. But I think it's oof. I think that I wouldn't overreact too much, but I understand. I understand. But again, I do want to say, I think it's hard to judge number sixes when you look at football. I mean, in many, many instances, you know, looking at these players, like sixes can be not always stand out, and it can be hard to read how they impact the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not ready to talk much more about him. Too many. I'm just gonna keep it. Yeah, I agree with that, Neil. That Spain game, the way that it was set up in the midfield with France against a three-man midfield of Spain, that was technically unbelievable. Was they were very much set up for failure in that game. And look, I wasn't impressed with him. I thought Kone was really bad in that game, to be fair. But it's like still, I understandably, it was a strange game in general. Nice, good pressing there. Amos out. And Williams. Ah. There aren't too many journalists who know what's going to happen. Indeed, indeed. Did Gabriel sat back down? I wonder if. It's strange Thwaites isn't played yet either, you know? Bit of an odd one to me. I hope they get some minutes because the more seniors who come back, the fewer minutes there's going to be for youth players. Yeah, I'm surprised that Thwaites not playing. I really am. He's not getting more minutes. Very, very highly rated in the club as a player. Like, I think above a few players who are here. You know what I mean? Not to put anybody else down, just in general. And Tato has an injury. He does. Yeah. Yeah. There's some other things, but he's had a bunch of injuries and been very, very unfortunate as well. Nice. Our live match thing is working pretty well on the website. I think there's a lot of players in this youth team where I don't know that they're United level, but I want more of them to get out on loan, you know, get playing more in the men's game and then kick off their careers, whether they, you know, whether they impress enough where you can sell them to a championship club or a lower Premier League team or something like that, but get them out there and get them playing. Get them out there and get them playing a lot more. That's correct, Alfie. I can tell you with some certainty that Amorim had conversations directly with Mentato before he signed his pro contract. And remember, he went on the tour last year and actually played the first half at right wing back against, or second half, one of the halves against Leeds in Oslo, right? I think it was there. Maybe it was the second half. He actually played. He was one of the only academy players to get on the pitch in that preseason. And obviously, you know, the plans kind of changed. But I think that he was really liked by Amorim. And not to say he's not liked by others, but I think he was more, because of the potential for a sort of a specialist role, was potentially had a bit more of a route in front of him than he might now, essentially. But he's also had a lot of injury issues, unfortunately. Oh, nice ball. Kemison? Yes! 5! Ethan Williams! Fullback once again. Overlapping fullback again. Incredible. Incredible. Excellent, excellent, lovely, lovely stuff. We're the best team in Norway. Indeed, indeed, man. Wheatley? No, it's Williams. Yeah, I had it right. The announcer said Wheatley. It confused me. Yeah. Attacking fullbacks. Love to see it. Collier gets the assist. Did it come off of him in the end? $85 minutes. Are we going to get any JJ Gabriel? 5 minutes. Amos has made quite a few mistakes defensively. Good going forward, but quite a few mistakes defensively. Which you can learn, but, you know, risky in a sense when you're playing as a defender in the Premier League. Close. Fanbase gonna go mental if JJ doesn't come on. I don't think he is, to be honest. He's still got the bib on. Sat. They're making a change. It's 86 minutes. There's gonna be no real added time. I think his chances are at their end here, to be honest. I don't think he's gonna play. But hopefully he'll be in the next one. Does Michael Carrick hate JJ Gabriel? Does JJ Gabriel have a brother we can send with a shirt to Old Trafford? Free JJ Gabriel? Anyone? Oh my god, a yellow. You can give out yellows, but not the reds, ref. Hamas is a prime example. Yes, silly, I agree. My thing with Hamas is when I watch him, I think he makes too many mistakes to play for us in the Premier League. I think that he's got quality, but yeah. Still think you sell Joshua Xerxes, sign a striker? Yeah, I don't think you change it off of one game. I'm glad to see Xerxes putting a shift in and looking for something, you know. I wouldn't change my perspectives on one game, but I'm just happy to see what I've seen. He's a United player right now. I like what I saw today. I like that he put the effort in. Why they keep talking about Tchouaméni? I honestly can't tell you. I have no idea. It seems impossible to me. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it looks offside. I think he was offside. I think just Amos needs more time. I don't think he can play at United as of yet. Give him another good loan. That's a good there. Give him another loan and then see where he's at after that. Yeah, we talked about Simon Stone's report a little earlier. We'll talk about it a little more in a post-match. But back. Oh, I feel that could have been better to Cheeto there. Yeah, I get a lot of these. I would try to get so many of these kids out on loan, man. But to like good loans, like Ahmad's loan, like Sunderland's, you know, championship teams. And Gore there. Is the Sheshko pictures real? Yes, yes, of course. He's bulking. He's bulking. Evans is still there. Johnny's still there. He's on the bench. He's wearing a hat. Looks a little different these days. He's wearing a hat. Oh, nice turn that. Williams. Ah, he's just running into a hole, unfortunately. Yeah, Evans is on the bench. He's been on the bench last couple games as the coach, yeah. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Well, my friends, as this one rolls to an end, I appreciate you all hanging out for this preseason Watchalong. It was an enormous amount of fun. A lot more good things out of this than before. We're going live on the other. We're gonna do another video post match. Do some call-ins potentially as well. So head over here. I didn't set up the redirect this time. Ooh, I wonder if I still can. I might set up the redirect here, so as soon as I end it, it sends you over. But head over to the other link. We'll talk about some of the news, some of these reports, talk a little bit more about the match, the post-match discussion and all of that. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I thank you guys for hanging out. It was honestly, it was great. It was really great. Much more fun than last time, and I've really enjoyed it. Sorry, one second. So, add to read. Oh, save. Boom. Okay. Thank you all. Smash a like on a video. We'll be back again with a watch along later, but otherwise, I'll see you guys in the other video in a moment. Thank you for hanging out. A lot of fun. Great stuff. We'll talk about more. Okay. See you later, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. If I don't see you over there, I'm sure I will see you again very, very soon.